The Ryan and Ryan Power Hour podcast on SportsTownChicago.com. Welcome back to Ryan and Ryan here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
And I'm Ryan Risky.
All right, let's take a look at the fantasy scoreboard right now in our league. Chicago Baseball 15 is the name of the league. Just to get you familiar with who's in the leagues, we have a Cubs division and a Sox division. We tried to put the Cubs fans in the Cubs division and then Sox fans in the Sox division. I don't know if your friend...
my friend's a Sox fan.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, because he's in the Sox league. My friend Mark is a Sox fan. He's in the Sox league. My friend Lucas, who I knew from a while back, he's a Yankees fan. I know that, so I just put him in the American League with them. And then
I saw he keeps making posts saying wanted pitching, and then under it he posts, "Oh, I'm not looking for pitching." Saying,
yeah.
I'm just willing to entertain offers.
Right. He just wants to make offers, I guess. Whatever. But and then the Cubs division, you, me, my brother, we're all Cubs fans. We're all in there. Okay, let's take a look at the scoreboard. Right now, currently, I am up by 2 points on Ryan Risky.
Should be tied if the fantasy thing worked.
Right. And not that it matters, because it'll change today. I'm assuming Ryan Risky will be up by a little bit by the end of today.
Because I picked him up, and then I started him on, I think it was Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And then I assumed that it would just keep him in the starting spot, and then yesterday he was on the bench for whatever reason. I was just like, really?
Yeah, I guess you gotta remember to check a couple times.
Yeah, no, I made sure to start. I made sure to put him in the starting. Starting util or outfield, wherever he is. I made sure he's starting the rest of the week.
Yeah, because I think you have to do it a couple times before it. I don't know what the issue is. We were having issues earlier where I was concerned because
where you don't even know if your pitchers are pitching now.
Where it said that my pitchers were going to pitch ahead, the blue probable pitchers mark next to it, and then like around game time, I think it was Rick Porcello and R.A. Dickey, who I both had pitching on the same day, I think on Wednesday, and it said that they weren't pitching, but they did pitch, and all the stats were accounted for and everything, so that's good. But, yeah, that was interesting.
At least it hasn't said the probable for a guy that didn't start.
Right. Yeah, that would be a lot more interesting. My brother San Jose Wombats is beating Team Hornig. That is,
he should just change his team name to Adrian Gonzalez.
Exactly, Agon. So something because he almost hit 4 home runs. I was watching live. I think in the bottom of the 6th, he was going for his 4th home run. Instead, he drove in.
He hit an RBI single. I was watching. It was ESPN or ESPN2, and the announcer said, "Up, he's in a slump now. He hit an RBI single."
Yeah, exactly. That score is 478 to 335, so my brother's pretty comfortable right now there.
Well, he should be. He has Adrian Gonzalez.
Exactly. Coco and Company against Team O'Mara. Coco and Company has a 425 to 353 lead. Coco and Company's leading scorer is Carlos Gonzalez, 47 points. And then insert here against Zero to Masahiro. Zero to Masahiro is leading 419 to 315 right now.
At least the scores are generally close. It doesn't look like there's going to be one team that's dominating every game.
Right, I would agree with that. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of blowouts necessarily. And today, as we said, Ryan Risky has 2 pitchers going against me. That will be Gio Gonzalez and Derek Holland for Texas. So that's how it goes. I don't have any today, so that's why I'm assuming Ryan Risky will take a slight lead over me.
I hope it's a big lead, and then it lasts.
Well, I can tell you, I think all these games will be fairly close. The thing is, on Sunday I have 3 starting pitchers going, and you don't have any, so I think it'll even itself out, and we'll have a pretty close game, that's for sure. A pretty close week to start off the season. One guy
I was surprised that did a lot better than I thought he would do is Masterson.
Yeah, he did pitch really well yesterday.
He did. He struck out 7 in 6 innings and
although it's against the Phillies, but still, I agree.
It was the strikeouts that I was shocked about. I was expecting him maybe to go 5 or 6, allow 3 or 4 runs, strike out maybe 4 or 5. And I was actually going by if he had an awful game or if he had a bad game, he was getting dropped. And that didn't happen.
Yeah, the thing on my team that I was upset about was R.A. Dickey pitched a really good game against the Yankees, which I looked at some stats. Apparently he pitches really good against the Yankees. That's like the best team that he played, or that's when he does his best, is against the Yankees.
Was that the game that the bullpen blew?
Yeah, the bullpen blew it. R.A. Dickey was up for the win, and I think the bullpen gave up 2 runs, and then the Yankees tied it. I think they ended up winning the game. The Yankees won.
And then they removed Brent. Yeah, the Blue Jays, after one game, they removed Brett Cecil from the closer role.
Yeah, so that was not good because I didn't get the win. So I felt bad for R.A. Dickey. But that trade I made, which a lot of people didn't think was a very good trade, it worked out this week at least because Jose Quintana did not do well. I traded Jose Quintana for R.A. Dickey. So we'll see how that plays out as the season goes along. But, yeah, so far it's worked out because Jose Quintana gave up, I think, 5 earned runs or something. So not good.
Yeah. Well, oh, wait, no, your brother's the one with Adrian Gonzalez. I was about to say,
Yes.
That probably isn't going to affect that game since he has Adrian Gonzalez.
Right. Yeah, I mean, whoever has Adrian Gonzalez in, well, whatever fantasy league, they're probably winning right now.
I certainly hope they're winning.
I mean, and unless they just have an awful team besides that. Yeah, I think we got some pretty good teams here, so it'll be really interesting to see. And there's always, since this is an 8-team league instead of a 10-team league, which I'm used to as a 10-team league, but I kind of like this 8-team league because there's some good people that are always available on the free agent list.
I kind of like 8 better just because with 10 people you're just bound to have too many people that don't pay attention. Like in one of my leagues last year was 10 people, only 5 tried, and that was just annoying.
In this case, I think everyone's really trying except for one team.
That Team Hornig?
Yes. As far as I know, I think that's the only team that hasn't looked yet or hasn't set a lineup. I'm pretty sure everyone else is a pretty darn good fantasy player, and they'll check every day. So that's so that's good. So hopefully, I think we are going to keep the settings as 6 teams making the playoffs, 2 wouldn't. So one team that's trying would, and the other team that'll probably finish in last won't. So that's how it goes. So the Cubs are in Colorado today. They look to go to 2-1.
They placed Justin Grimm on the DL and recalled Brian Schlitter.
I did hear that. So Brian Schlitter will be back up, which is good. I got his autograph at the Cubs convention. I was hoping that he wouldn't be stuck in the minors. So, I mean, he's not very good, but hey, if someone's on the DL, I think he's probably the first bullpen call-up. So,
yeah, even though he's not good.
Yeah, I mean, he's not very good, but hopefully some of the other good bullpen performances so far for the Cubs will rub off on him. Like Phil Koch did tremendously opening night. I think he came in. He was the first relief pitcher that came in opening night after Lester left, and I think he struck out somebody and then got somebody out on the next pitch. He had a really quick inning.
Yeah, let's see. So Grimm would have. I know Mott pitched.
Mott pitched.
Rondon pitched. I don't remember it was Ramirez or Strop that pitched.
On opening night, I don't think Rondon pitched.
He pitched the 9th.
Okay, he did. Yeah, Strop. I know Ramirez pitched. I was watching him pitch.
Okay, because I know the second game Strop pitched.
Right. Yeah. Although the second game, I mean, Arrieta just shut everybody down, and then Cardinals couldn't even get anything starting to go, and the Cubs finally broke through in the bottom of the 7th, at least. So.
Yeah, no, they just couldn't get a hit off of Arrieta. And we saw Arrieta pitch against the Cardinals last year, too. He was really good in that game.
Yes, we did, and he was very good. He's been good at Wrigley Field ever since he's been called up. So, ever since he's been with the team. So, yeah, that's really exciting. So, who do we think is going to win today between the Cubs and the Rockies?
I just don't know because it might come down to the bullpens and who can get that clutch hit because I just don't think either starting pitcher is going to have that good of a game.
I agree with you. It's going to be probably a high-scoring game. Travis Wood probably won't get past 5, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, no. The bullpen will need to get the job done.
I think the Cubs are going to win. I think Colorado is... I mean, obviously Colorado's going to lose sometime. Hopefully it's against the Cubs today. Hopefully the Rockies don't start 6-0. That would not be good. But, yeah, I think the Cubs will win today. I think they'll pull it out, spoil the Rockies' home opener. I'm hoping we see some big home runs from some of our power guys like Rizzo and Soler, especially.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Someone needs to get something going.
Yeah, because so far, I mean, the only one that has a decent batting average on the team is Starlin Castro. I think he's batting .286.
Yeah, I think everyone else is under 200.
Right,
I don't know about
not very
LaStella.
good. Yeah, I'm not sure about
might be
LaStella.
above
He
200.
got on base a couple times.
I think Fowler might be above 200 too.
Fowler had, I think, 2 hits opening night. He did really well.
Yeah, Coughlin's hit the ball hard. I don't think he has any hits. I know every time he's bad, he's hit the ball hard. I know yesterday or 2 days ago, the game that Arrieta pitched, he had that first and third 2 outs, and he hit a rocket liner to center that probably would have gotten the run in, except he hit it too hard. And then on opening night, he flew out at the Ivy.
Right. And moving on to the Sox, just real quick before we take a break, who's going to win today? I know it's going to be another one of those games, sort of like the Cubs and Rockies might be, but this one has 2 bad teams.
I think it'll be the Twins. I think that the White Sox bullpen will come in and blow the game. Or, actually, I take that back. They won't have a game to blow because Noase's pitching.
I think I think the Sox will lose as well. The main reason for that is because I'm not going to be at the opener, and neither is my friend. It'll be the first time, so I'm thinking the luck will run out for the Sox winning on opening day for their
I would have laughed so hard if they get swept in this series.
That would be concerning. Then there's a lot of issues. There's a lot more internal issues than we think.
And you know that because Jerry Reinsdorf doesn't believe in firing people, that Hahn probably won't get fired. Instead, they'll probably just fire Ventura and say that it was his fault, that they were bad, even though their GM isn't that smart.
They might. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll come back, and we'll start to transition into the Bears talk, as Charles Tillman is no longer a Bear. And we'll talk more about the Bears, and later on we'll talk about the Bulls and Hawks as the playoffs are right around the corner. You're listening to Ryan and Ryan here on SportsTownChicago.com. The Ryan and Ryan Power Hour podcast on SportsTownChicago.com.